Annette Lane to Soothing Your Soul. Thank you so much for joining us and for talking to us about acupuncture and Chinese medicine. And I know you have had a long history in the healing profession with massage and lots of other areas of health that you're interested in, but your passion particularly now is Chinese medicine. And you're going to talk to us about a whole lot of tips about what we can do at home, as well as accessing an acupuncturist to stay well and treat anxiety.
Fantastic. Thank you. I'm very glad to be here, and I'm very glad to be talking about acupuncture. I love acupuncture. I think as a healing modality is really powerful. So I'll just talk a bit about how acupuncture works. Acupuncture, in acupuncture, you have 7 meridians in the front of your body, 7 in the back. So we say that qi flows through these meridians. It takes 25 minutes for the qi to flow up and down each meridian to circulate your whole body. So we use very, very fine needles, and we insert them in very specific acupuncture points to balance whatever is happening in your body, basically. So when you visit an acupuncturist for the first time, you'll be asked a huge list of questions. We look at all areas of your life to try and get a whole picture of your health and what's going on. So the things we do look at, firstly, are tongue and pulse. They are very powerful diagnostic tools for us. The tongue tells us what's happening inside your body, and the pulse tells us what's happening in your organs. We also look at your diet, your exercise, your elimination, your stools. We look at how you look, how you appear, your energy levels, whether you've got shining eyes or very dull, sad eyes. So emotions are a huge part. So basically you can create your own illness through your emotions, which we all know. I practice Dr. Tan's balance therapy, which is a protocol whereby we insert needles into the elbows to the fingers and knees to the feet. So these points in acupuncture are the strongest and where the qi flows the deepest. So the outcome from this protocol, 1, we use a lot less needles, and 2, the outcome is often very powerful. So also in Chinese medicine, the stomach and spleen is the center of your health. So if these 2 organs aren't getting the nutrients they need from your food, the rest of the organs in your body won't get what they need either. So basically, signs of imbalance in the stomach and spleen would be things like heartburn, bloating, constipation. Color and shape of your stools is also really important. So yeah, stomach and spleen or diet is such a huge part of your health. I just want to say here that from a Western medicine perspective, you cannot overstate the importance of your food when it comes to your mental health. In a very real sense, you have 2 brains, so one in your head and one in your gut, both of which are created from the same tissues during fetal development. So this
That's
is
so interesting. Yeah.
Yes, it's amazing. So that statement that we've always said, you are what you eat, we now add that what you eat affects how you think and feel. So, so the 2 systems are connected via your vagus nerve, which is the 10th cranial nerve that runs from your brain stem down to your abdomen. It is now well established that the vagus nerve is the primary route your gut bacteria use to transmit information to your brain. So maintaining optimal gut health is paramount when trying to address your mental state. In the big picture, nourishing your gut health is therefore essential to maintaining a positive mood. So I'm just going to give you a few tips on foods that to encourage and foods to avoid. So things to avoid always: sugar, processed food, and refined foods. These foods are not going to give you any energy. They'll give you a false energy, and they're just basically not worth having in your house, really. Foods to increase. So green veggies, Green veggies are rich in folate, which is a mood regulating neurotransmitter. They are including serotonin and dopamine, which are going to lift your mood and make you feel better. So green veggies like broccoli, spinach, Brussels sprouts, snow peas, zucchini, beans, they're all wonderful foods. And you can't really eat too many green veggies. The more greens you eat, the better you're going to be. Raw nuts and seeds are wonderful. So seeds have magnesium in them, which is another precursor for neurotransmitter serotonin. So oily fish, and also when you eat fish, it's always better to eat wild-caught fish rather than farmed seafood. So things like salmon, sardines, anchovies, tuna, they all have omega-3 fats, EPA, DHA, which play a role in your emotional well-being. So really, really strong effect on your body. Things like turkey. Turkey has tryptophan, which is another mood-enhancing chemical made in the brain. Pumpkin seeds, nuts, free-range eggs also have tryptophan. Fermented foods. So there's a huge area of food that I won't go into now, but fermented foods such as kefir and sauerkraut. So again, it's working on your gut microbiome, which is going to affect your brain and how you feel. Blueberries or purple berries, they have anthocyanins, which are pigments that give the berries their colour. They are antioxidants, which aid your brain in the production of dopamine, which is critical to coordination, memory function, and your mood. Bananas, really high in dopamine and vitamin B, also help to soothe your nervous system. Turmeric is another really good one. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. It's also it has neuroprotective properties, which may enhance mood and possibly help with depression. Avocado is a good one. We also always need really good fats in our body. So avocados has about 20 essential health boosting nutrients, vitamin E, Bs, folate. So it's a wonderful, wonderful food to eat.
Good, because I love them.
Yes,
Love eating avos.
Never eat too many avocados.
Good.
So exercise. Exercise is a huge part of your health. So in Chinese medicine, we need to move the qi. So if you're not moving, if you're just sitting around feeling really flat and anxious, and I understand it's quite hard for some people to actually leave the house. I understand that. But what I want to do here is give people a box of tools that they can use to call on, which all are going to help them relieve their anxiety. But just by walking outside, going outside, you're going to get a dose of sunshine. You're going to, you're taking yourself outside, which is going to just change your mood anyway. So exercise creates energy. It increases circulation. It moves qi. It will free up your thoughts to a more positive mood simply by concentrating on what you are doing rather than dwelling on the negative. So just by going for a 20 to 30 minute walk, you release endorphins, which are the feel-good chemicals in your brain, to bring you to a more positive state. So the daily dose of sunshine is just wonderful. So it's going to help stabilize your mood. Serotonin, the brain hormone associated with mood elevation, rises with exposure to bright light. Being in nature and outdoors in the sunshine will help you absorb some vitamin D, which is another powerful mood elevator. So deep breathing is another one. So there's a technique I like to use or tell people about. It's called the 4-7-8 technique. It'll help you calm your central nervous system and thereby relax your mind. So just by getting nice and comfortable, you can do it now if you feel like. You get nice and comfortable, either sitting in a chair or lying on your bed. You put your tongue behind the back of your teeth. So you breathe in for 4, you hold for 7, and you breathe out for 8. So you just keep repeating this in a nice, calm pattern. Doesn't matter if you do it 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. You just keep going and you will find that your whole mood will relax. Another tool is yoga. Yoga is a powerful, wonderful, wonderful tool. So again, it's breathing and stretching. I do a lot of Bikram yoga. I've found it's helped me I have a back issue, which it's helped heal my body. So Bikram and most yoga, it's about healing the body from the inside out. It's just really lovely thing to do. And also you'll meet different people. You know, most people who are going to yoga, they're trying to relax and bring their bodies into balance. So it's a lovely world to be in, really. There's an iPhone app that I like to tell people about. It's called Insight Timer. So it's thousands and thousands of guided meditations for you to listen to. So no matter what you're feeling, you'll find a guided meditation on that app which will help you. I normally start the day with one called the Morning Ritual, which is just a 10-minute meditation, placing your intention for the day, being really positive, being mindful, and also practicing gratitude. So being grateful for what you have rather than being upset on what you think you haven't got. It's just such a really positive way to start your day. Another tool you can use are essential oils. They're really, really powerful. So if you're going to try them, I always suggest that you buy the best organic oils that you can. Some of the best ones for anxiety are bergamot, frankincense, lavender, neroli. So these ones are really, really powerful. Some have soothing, calming for the brain, antidepressant properties, relaxing properties. Neroli has sedative and anti-stress properties. So you always have to be really careful with them. A really good way to use them is through a diffuser, where you've got the steam coming into your house, so you don't even know it's on, and then you just feel this really calm effect. If you're going to use them topically on your body, which is another wonderful way to use them, you must use a very nice carrier oil like almond oil or coconut oil. So you just put a few drops of the essential oil into the carrier oil, and you can apply it on your feet, soles of your feet, on your pulse points. You can rub it on your chest. You can rub some on your jammies when you go to bed. Just really love, and often it's the act of doing these things. It's like a ritual that you go, okay, this is what I need to do to help calm my mind.
It's real self-care, isn't it?
Yeah, it is self-care. And it's about nurturing yourself, you know, and giving yourself what you think you need.
Yeah.
I just want to say here, I will put also on my website a Qigong exercise. That's really easy thing for people to do when they get out of bed in the morning. It's a very flowing exercise. You only have to do it for three to 5 minutes. So what it does is it moves the qi from your ankles to your knees, to your hips, to your shoulders, and then back down your body. So even if you're just doing that, if you're in a bad way and you can't leave the house, just by doing the Qigong, you're just going to move your energy, which is just going to make you feel a little bit better. I just want to say that if you're going to Acupuncturist for the first time, the best way to find one is either on the Natural Therapy Page's website. So you just type in your suburb and acupuncture, and they're all accredited if they're on the Natural Therapies website. And another way is through the AACMA website. But again, I'll put all this on my Facebook so people can see. I just want to say that acupuncture is very powerful. It's a form of preventative medicine. It can keep you well and happy and in balance. And I just also want to say that remember that health is so much more than just the absence of disease. If we can be the very best form of the person we were meant to be, then life would be just bliss. So thank you. I hope I've given you some helpful tools to take.
Oh, it's been fantastic, Annie. There's so many things in there in such a short time. You've really gathered in a toolbox, as you said.
Yeah,
so thank
wonderful.
you. Brilliant. And people will be directed to your email and your website and Facebook and everything. That'll be up below your the screen. And thank you so much. I really want to.
My pleasure. I hope you've got some helpful tips. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thanks.